It is honestly just fantastic, and I love it to pieces. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a wonderful, nice little summer in Forza Horizon 4. Now, today we've got a rather nice car to show you, which surprisingly isn't this Aston Martin, although, to be fair, it does look really nice. Rather, it is a small, nice little motor from Japan. And that is this little thing. This is the 1970 Mazda RX-3. Now, this is a very, very nice little car, and once again, powered by a rotary. This thing has 110 horsepower stock, with a curb weight of 2,060 pounds. Not too bad. So, let's go and load it in, and go and give it a drive. Okay, so here is the lovely looking little RX-3. Now, I do like this thing, and of course it's powered by a rotary engine, so you get that fantastic sound from it. Have a listen. Isn't that just brilliant? But I guess the one thing that we've got to do first is go and check what upgrades we can do to this thing, because hopefully there's going to be something quite interesting. Okay, so here we are now with the upgrade shop, and over here to conversion, we've got a couple of engine swaps. We have the 1.6 litre inline-4 turbo rally, and we also have a 2.6 litre 4-rotor, the racing edition, which I think might have been from a 787B, but I'm not quite too sure, so don't quote me on that. Or do, I don't mind. But we've got some interesting little things we can do. This starts out rear-wheel drive, and there is an all-wheel drive drivetrain swap for it. Not too bad. And of course, we can put a single turbo on a rotary. Very, very nice. What else do we have in the way of aero? We've got the usual Forza aero for the front, and a nice Mazda wing for the back. I'm going to go and add that to the back of this car. And then, of course, we've got all the usual things. You know how all the upgrades and engines and stuff work in this. So let's go ahead and throw some upgrades into this thing and go and see what we can do. Okay, so with the upgrades now applied, it is time to take a look at some of the colouring that we can do for this thing. So you've got some manufacturer colours. We've got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. That's bright. I need my sunglasses. We've got this very nice shade of blue. I like that. This also nice sort of navy. And this beautiful blue here, which I'm probably going to keep on the car. Got a nice sort of silvery, greyish type of thing. I like that colour. And of course, we've got a white too, as well as all of the normal colours and the special colours. But I think I've got an idea for what I'm going to do to this, and that is this. I've been a little busy, and I've just put together this nice little design. So now, let's go and take this thing out and go and give it a drive. There we go. We've got the stock engine producing around 308 brake horsepower. So let's go and get lined up. This thing, not a fan of brake boosting, but let's go anyway. Let's see what speed we can get out of this car. I think somebody else is trying to drag race us too. Yeah, you got a very nice Mercedes, mate. But I think we've got a few interesting tunes lined up, including the next one, which is, of course, our 4-rotor. Okay, so here we are with the 2.6 litre 4-rotor. Now let's see, can we brake boost this thing? We can. Sounds like a dentist drill apparently, or at least that's the nickname that a few of my friends have given this engine. But let's go and see just what this thing can do. It's pretty good off the line, no wheel spin, which is kind of interesting. Now let's see, what can we get from this thing? We've got 164 through the camera, not bad. Now there's one other engine that I want to go and try, and that is of course our 1.6 litre inline 4. Okay, so here we are now with the 1.6 litre inline 4. Which is making 668 brake horsepower. Sadly it isn't a rotary, but let's see what it does. There we go, there's a little bit of wheel spin off the line. Honestly, this thing looks like it's going to be a really quick little car. Can it beat 164? No, just under. Oh, that's close though. I think with a little bit of fine tuning, you could get that to be a really, really good little build. Now, I guess the next thing that we've got to go and do is, because we've gone through our drag builds, we've got to go and put the road builds onto this thing and go and take it to the motorway and see how fast it can go. Okay, so here we are at the motorway. Of course, there's an Audi in our face the moment we try and get around here, but this is for our nice little RX-3 to go and stretch its wheels a bit. So, of course, this means that we've got to go and see what our top speed is. Now, I'm back to the stock engine, and it sounds fantastic in a tunnel. Have a listen. Now isn't that fantastic? Not the fact that I've managed to clamp the other side of that car, but still. This little engine does sound really nice, but let's go and see what top speed we can reach from it. Hopefully we should be pretty good here as we're going into the downhill section. Let's see, come on, please be good, please be good. We've got 166 and more, going quicker. Oh, let's see, what are we going to get? 174. 174. Not too bad. I have a feeling it could probably go quicker if I tuned it a little bit better, but oh well. Let's go and throw on another tune for this thing, which is other i4 little thing that I've put together, and then let's go and see what it can do with that. Okay, so here we have now the 1.6 litre, and let's go and see with the remaining motorway that we have left, what speed can we get out of this car. Now in testing I managed to get to around 200, so hopefully we can get back up to 200 again. I did have an entire sort of segment recorded, but sadly it didn't really go to plan. Let's see, 205, 206 before we flew off the road. Well, what happened there? Okay. Okay, so something else that this thing has is also it can be a little bit of a sort of an off-road tuned car. So I think I'm going to go and load the other off-road tune that I have, go and find like a nice little area to fly around in. Well, drive around in, I guess. And go and see what this car can do off-road too. Okay, so here we are now on a lovely little track that I found, watching the sun go down, with a nice little sort of A-class rally build. Now as you can see, it actually kind of holds this area really well, so I think I've done a pretty decent job with this one. Let's see. There you go, say hello to somebody who's going past. This is actually a pretty decent thing. I'm going to have to drive from like here just so I can see where I'm going. This is now sort of back into A-class again with the stock motor, but I think honestly this can make a really good little rally trail. I mean, look at that. This thing is absolutely flooring it. Let's see, can we get through here? Oh, can we get the sign on the way past? We missed the sign. Oh well, I would have loved to have known how close that was. Yeah, this thing is a really good little A-class rally car and it can hold the stages really, really well. But that leaves one more tune that I have yet to show off. And for that, we need to go back to the festival. Okay, so before we move on to the last build, we of course have the Summer Forzathon shop, which has the 2018 Intensa Emozione, and of course the 1992 GMC Typhoon. Now this one over here might be pretty good, because I might have 3 of them, but this one over here, I do have one. They're not exactly all they're hyped up to be, but they do sound pretty good. Right, let's go and have a look at this final build. There we go, so this final build happens to be a drift build, because this is one of the things that I really wanted to try and make. Just because, well, why not really? Small, light car, big powerful 600 something horsepower engine, and yeah, I thought, you know, I couldn't help it. A lot of the other RX numbered cars have been drifting, RX-8's drift, RX-7's drift, and the other RX-7s do too, the RX-7 FC and the FD, and now the RX-3 because I'm at the wheel. So let's go and see how many points we can haul in on this little area here. Now I might make this a feature of each of the videos I do from now on Horizon 4, just that little drift zone. That was like a 39,000 point run, which was not too bad. It's not exactly going to break a personal best, because the personal best on there took me about a month and a half to do. But honestly, I really like this thing. It is a super drifty little car. It is honestly just fantastic, and I love it to pieces. So, how to get this car is pretty simple. You do 50% of the summer completion. Hopefully on screen I should be able to show the clip of it unlocking, which is pretty cool because I've learned how to do that now and I'm very happy with it. And also, before I finish off this video, I do have a question for everybody that watches. If you've watched this far, do let me know what you think of this car, whether you have one. But also, should I do more videos like this in future, because I'm genuinely enjoying doing Forza Horizon 4 content, as I love the game, and putting out videos on new cars is honestly a lot of fun, because I get to tinker around with them, see how they build up, see how they work, what I can do with them, and it's honestly fantastic. So if you want to see more on that, please do tell me. So yeah, I guess now are my sort of closing thoughts on this car, and what I think of this fantastic little thing. Well, I think of it as exactly that. It is a fantastic little car, and it is worth going to get, because honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with this thing. especially with the little 1.6 engine. I was hoping for something a little bigger, like maybe a 3.2, but to be fair, we did get the 2.64 rotor, so that's not too bad. Now, next week it should be interesting as well, as we get yet another new car. So if you want to see a video on the car that we're going to get for that, do let me know. Yeah, I think that is going to be about it for this video, so thank you very much for watching. Can we get a 360 in? Nope, we definitely can't. Ouch. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, feel free to let me know with a like, because that lets me know you like this video. So if you're new here, feel free to go ahead and press the subscribe button and turn on notifications bell to all, because I upload twice a week, every Wednesday and Sunday, and you'll always get notified. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to go ahead and leave a comment. I love to read your comments, and I try to reply to as many as I possibly can. And until the next one, from me and the RX-3, goodbye. I managed to line that outro up perfectly with how I flew off the jump. I couldn't do that again if I tried.